Hello, my name is Timothy Bartlow. In the next few minutes I'm going to talk to you guys about drinking and driving and why not to do so. I'm only going to touch a small part and talk about a small part of the efforts and ongoing process that there is going on about quitting or stopping drinking and driving. I'm going to talk to you about the efforts, number one. Number two, I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the terms and facts that you guys hear generally with drinking and driving. And number three, some of the efforts that are in place to help quit or help stop and prevent drinking and driving from happening. In America, the National Highway Safety Committee in 2005 conducted a study on the traffic accidents in the U.S. 60,000 plus traffic accidents resulted in fatalities in the U.S. in 2005. Of those fatalities, 30% were alcohol-related incidents. Of that 30%, almost half were people for the ages of 15 to 21 years of age, not even the legal drinking age. Although the efforts have increased and been very productive in the last few years, from 1980, it has almost been cut in half to 60,000 that it is now. The efforts are there, the efforts are working, but they're still not good enough, and we still can't stop working on it. Some of the terms that we commonly hear with DUI or with drinking and driving is DUI, DWI, BAC, and also a new term is DWAI. BAC refers to your blood alcohol content, the percentage of alcohol that's in your body's bloodstream at any time. There are a few things that influence and fluctuate your blood alcohol content. Some of those are your body weight, your gender. Your tolerance to alcohol has a little bit to do with it, but not as much as everybody thinks. Some other terms you hear is DWI, DUI, and like I said, DWAI. DWI and DUI are driving while intoxicated, driving under the influence. They're basically the same thing, some states just label them with different terms. A new term that's become out recently is DWAI, driving while alcohol impaired. While DUI and DWI are typically charged at a 0.08 and above percent, some states is 0.1% and higher. DWAI is reserved for people that are involved mostly in traffic accidents that have a blood alcohol content of 0.01 to 0.07 or 0.09 depending on what state. Basically, you're being charged with an alcohol-involved accident, but you're still under the state's legal driving limit, but you're still affected by alcohol or whatever substance that you could have been taking. Also, DWAI is also reserved for medicational charges while driving. Just to give you an idea of how much alcohol is in a normal drink, 1 ounce of alcohol is involved in the following drinks: 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, and then 1 ounce of liquor. Alright, we've all heard this before. We've all most likely heard or seen slides with this on it before in some sort of presentation. Same thing, it's just reiterating and showing you the point. The body takes 1 hour to metabolize and work 1 ounce of liquor through your system. So 1 beer, 1 glass of wine, and 1 shot. It takes approximately 1 hour. So if you drink five beers, it's going to take you 5 hours to metabolize all 5 of those beers and for your system to be back to normal and showing zeros. And that's for the normal person, for an average person, 180 to 200 pound person. Some of the programs that are out there and some of the things that have been used to help prevent DWI or drinking and driving is MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. We've all heard the term, we've all seen them out most likely doing things in the community and helping provide better efforts for drinking and driving. One of the things that also has been done is increased DUI checkpoints. You've most likely seen them if you've been out drinking or if you've been out driving late at night on a Friday most likely or a Saturday. They are helping you by preventing drinking and driving. They have cut the drinking and driving incidents by nearly 40% in the last 2 years, which has been a help with that number of 60,000 accidents that we're slowly working down on. Another one, most bars have either bought a cab or obtained a cab for their own personal use to drop off their customers at home when they're done, or they use the process of another cab company on call. If you're drinking and you don't want to drive home, you just tell them, hey, can you call me a cab? And they will call upon this cab to come pick you up. Some other cabs use public transportation in more populated areas. They'll have a bus come through and pick you up and take you home, or take a group of people home at any given time. The program MAD, their big things are they provide counseling for anybody who's been affected or been a victim of a drunk driving accident. They've pushed to lower the blood alcohol content legal limit to 0.08, which was 0.1 at one time. Now it's 0.08, and they're still trying to get it lowered to 0.06. But they're also working to get those states that are still 0.10 or 0.10 down to lower it to 0.08. They've also sent up many petitions to Congress about trying to get the legal drinking age kicked up to 24. And they've started a nationwide drunk drive or DUI week, which encompasses in schools. They do a lot of drunk driving presentations. Usually it's before about prom, but it's usually around the time of prom. They start doing more DUI checkpoints, more effective DUI checkpoints, more frequently, more officers out there. And they also, during the week of prom, have a program that's called Prom Promise. It's basically a promise from these students to sign their signature saying, hey, I will not consume alcohol during the week of prom or during prom night, which is, as I discussed earlier, is 15 to 21 years of age personnel. That's that target frame that they're trying to impact and lower the incidents that are coming from those children. Over the last couple minutes, I discussed some of the terms, some of the efforts that are going on about stopping drinking and driving, and some of the statistics that are, sad to say, are really high. Hopefully, some of the things have made you look at drinking and driving more than once. Maybe you'll stop drinking and driving and help lower that number yourself, because someday you might be a statistic as well. I appreciate your time and thank you for listening to me, and have a good day.